Not many people know the exact location of the Azores, but being an archipelago of 9 islands in the middle of the Atlantic, it makes perfect sense for passing ships to call in. To be exact, the Azores is 760 nautical miles from Lisbon and 2,110 from New York. The Portuguese first reached the Azores in 1427. During the 16th and 17th centuries, the island's geographical position was pivotal for Atlantic navigation between Europe, the Americas and the Orient. Of all of them, this one, São Miguel, is the largest island and is becoming increasingly popular with passing cruise liners. The historic centre of Ponta Delgada is the perfect way to take in the island's rich heritage and culture. You can visit the museums and the churches, or you can just sit back and watch the world go by. Choose to explore by foot, or a more leisurely way, by carriage or the tourist train. There are plenty of narrow cobbled roads, statues, decorated tiles, clock towers, park squares and a fortress guarding the harbour. Important monuments of the Azores are the churches built since the time of the first settlers. In the centre is the Church of São Sebastião, known locally as the Mother Church. It's convenient to the cruise terminal and to the marina, where there are plenty of restaurants and bars. You can travel around the island by car, take a jeep tour or choose one of the ship's organised excursions. Furnas is one of the key tourist attractions on the island, and a popular tour from your ship. This really is a spectacular geological feature. All around me is bubbling water and steaming vents. This is what makes the Azores such a unique place. Many people come here for lunch, which is cooked underground. A pot serves up to 25 people and is enjoyed by visitors and locals alike, and served in restaurants nearby. Well, I have to say this is the first meal I've ever had that's been cooked geothermally. Cheers. In the village of Furnas is Terra Nostra Park, dating back to the 18th century. This botanical garden offers lakes, century-old trees, exotic flowers, and a lake of thermal waters. This is one of the thermal pools here. It might not be quite the colour we're used to, but don't be put off. It's very warm and I'm told it's excellent for your health. The Azores is renowned for dramatic scenery, and the view over the Lakes of Sete Cidades won't disappoint. In fact, the problem lies in choosing the best views over the crater. It takes 40 minutes to get here from the port, and clouds permitting, the views really are spectacular. Another island popular with cruise itineraries is the island of Faial, and like the others, is characterized by volcanoes, which have, through history, changed the islands and the lives of its people. The western tip of the island exemplifies this volcanic activity. This whole landscape was created from the Great Eruption in 1957 and 58. Capelinos here is like walking, or in my case sitting, on the moon. To get a broad overview of this area, you can visit the Interpretation Centre, hidden beneath all of this pyroclast and volcanic ash. The geographic location of the Azores means you are at the mercy of the weather. I had been planning to climb the caldera over there, but the weather's got the better of me. But you just need to travel to a different part of the island, and you have sunshine and plenty of vegetation. Horta is the only town on the island of Faial. It overlooks the marina, and it's from here that boats leave daily for whale and dolphin tours. Horta has a cosmopolitan feel, and worth a walk around the labyrinth of narrow streets. If you visit during one of the many festivals, you'll be introduced into the spirit of the Azorean people. The music and dance in their open-air gatherings, embracing the whole community with brass bands and traditional dancing. Volcanic stone has a role to play in restaurants too. I was able to cook my fish at my table, just to my liking. Here you're presented with a selection of meat and fish with all the condiments to make your own meal. If you have a little more time on your hands, it's well worth the detour to go to Pico, just half an hour away and home to the area's highest mountain. Pico is renowned for its wine, and it's interesting to visit the vineyards growing among the lava stones, all within a UNESCO heritage site. So whether above or below ground, visiting any one of the 9 islands of the Azores offers dramatic cliffs, lunar landscapes, ancient craters, volcanic lakes and cosmopolitan towns, all sitting in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.